Is it playing?
It should be live.
No, I'm trying to see because I ain't getting anything on my phone to let me know we on.
Yes, she will. She gonna give it to us.
It's playing in here. It's playing in here. Yeah. When you ready?
We actually have to wrap the show up here. We're running out of time. This conversation is going great. We might have to get you back on here. For sure. But I do want to end the show with this one question. Let's say the world did stop for 30 seconds and all ears were on you because you have a lot of good things to say. What would you say to the world?
Human behavior doesn't conform to what seems sensible to us, and that which seems sensible to us
They probably don't
is valuable in
understand.
evaluating
Whenever you're
how
ready.
someone else thinks or acts. And what makes sense to you because of the experiences you've gone through doesn't necessarily give you the right to judge someone else based off what you've gone through. Also, when you light a candle, you have light, but you also cast a shadow. So remember that anything that you do good, you possibly could do bad. But everything that you learn,
have just entered the building with your boys, King and Say. Welcome to Shop Talking Random Ish, where conversation moves the nation and no topic is off limits.
You know this ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Now welcome your host, Rick Stevens and Will.
Hey y'all.
Greetings, Atlanta, America, worldwide internet. Thank you for tuning in to WWE 1100 AM, The Real. You're on Shop Talking Randomish with King Insane and the lovely Starlight. I am Will Sane.
It's your boy Rick Kang in the building. We
And
have the lovely Miss Starlight. How you doing, Miss Lady?
How are you?
we have you guys off camera tonight because why? We have lovely guests in the house tonight. Once again, we have the lovely Miss Juva 3 in the house. Can we get up?
Hold on.
Oh, my bad.
Stop.
My bad. I got too excited.
She's not a guest.
Well, family, I apologize.
Juva's fan.
I insulted you. I
Family's
apologize.
back in the building.
That's right.
You get the real clap. We ain't even gonna do the studio applause. We do the real clap. And now we do the studio applause.
Thank you. Hey y'all.
How you doing?
Oh,
Hello.
How have you been?
I've been really, really well. I miss y'all.
We miss you.
hey, we miss you, but I see you out here in these streets hustling.
I'm up in these streets hustling. Yes, I am.
You're getting your radio interviews on. You're getting your media thing on. You're doing big things.
I'm trying.
I'm proud of you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
I am
Thank
proud
you.
of you.
I thought it was really cool because you guys have actually had the opportunity to see the evolution of what it is that I've been doing. So I'm really excited to be here. And of course, I knew that I was going to have to come home.
You always welcome home. You can always come home.
Always come home, baby. You can always come home,
But
baby.
next time, bring a sweet potato pie with you or something.
Bring a sweet potato
Next
pie.
time, bring a sweet potato pie with you when you come home. You know, you come home, you're supposed to bring something to mama.
I mean, you gotta bring something else, cause mama done got old. Mama can't cook like we used to.
Yeah, she
You
ain't
gotta
trying
got
to
a little
cook.
old. You gotta come bring something with you now.
That's true. She ain't trying to cook.
Now, Miss
No,
Judy.
ain't no guest in this house, baby.
She
Ain't no guest in this
Yeah,
house.
she
baby.
family.
She family.
She is family.
Hi, family.
She family.
Now,
Yes, indeed.
you have brought some special people in the house.
Some
with you.
beautiful
I
people
have
with her.
brought some special people in the house with me.
And do you want to first of all tell why you're in the house?
I'm going to tell why I'm in the house.
Please tell why you're in the house.
Of course, everybody knows. Hey, all of my friends here at Talking Random-ish. Of course, I'm Juva 3 Alexander. I have written from the pole to the pulpit.
Yes.
And what I've done with this book, I said, well, I didn't say I want to do more, but God said, you got to do a little bit more.
He spoke
So
to you.
he spoke to me. He told me I had to do a little bit more. So that is why I brought a couple of friends with me. Well, I brought a bunch
You
of
got a whole
friends
bunch
with
of
me.
Yeah.
I got a whole bunch of folk
You
with
know,
you and him and her.
You got a good 8, I think it is.
That's why I said y'all had to bring some bags and some pots and some pans
right.
when y'all come.
Well, you said bring everybody,
Bring
so
them all. Yes,
I
indeed.
brought my other family here.
Yes, indeed.
I have brought my crew, my family, my Blue Series family.
Okay.
Blue Series.
What is the
Series.
What is Blue Series?
Well,
What
let
is
me
that?
let me first of all introduce you to somebody.
Okay.
What I did with the book, I connected with one of a friend that I've had for a very long time,
Mhm.
without aging us. Let's say it's been probably almost 30 years. Oh my gosh, has it been that long?
High school.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, since high school.
Yeah.
Mr. Anthony Page.
Okay.
Mr. Anthony R. Page. We met in high school, North Augusta, South Carolina. Hello, North Augusta High School.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all.
What's the mascot?
Yellow Jackets. It ain't no bumblebees.
The bumblebee.
Yellow Jackets.
Okay.
They gonna shoot me.
Okay, exactly.
Y'all should know that.
Yellow
Yeah.
Jackets.
Black and gold.
Okay,
black
shout out
and
to
gold.
Yellow Jackets.
Black and gold.
That's right.
So I connected with my my high school friend, Mr. Anthony Page, because of course he was out here in Atlanta, all over CSRA, all over the place, and he was absolutely doing his thing. So I kind of called him up for some advice. Yo, Anthony, I wrote this book. Yeah, Juve, I know you wrote the book because we had talked about it before. Well, I want to do more.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew if anybody could give me some guidance and, kind of lead me in the right direction and just give me some advice, because I was like, I just don't know exactly what to do with it, but I know I have to do more. And so he read it, and he was like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Absolutely.
You instantly knew.
Because somebody you went to high school with, you don't know that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now,
I thought I knew
did
it 'cause
you
we
know-
were tight. But
Well, okay, hold
when
on.
I read all that, I was like,
Did you know that part, that side of her? Did you know that?
no.
Because that was
I
after
mean, you heard things,
high
but
school.
I'm just talking about even some of the personal stuff. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were close, and I didn't know that kind of stuff. But that's the kind of environment we're in when people are going through.
Stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They kind of isolate a little bit.
Yeah.
I was moved, man, and my heart went out. I'm like, wow, man, I wish I'd have known.
Yeah.
You never know what somebody is gone through.
Which is true.
Yeah,
True. We're close friends with people, but we don't know everything that's going on. And
Right.
it's because everyone has they're afraid to put it out there in the atmosphere because of the perception or
Right.
how you may now look at them as that friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially coming out of high school, all the kids are judgmental.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Very.
yeah.
'Cause,
very.
And North Augusta is a very conservative town anyway.
Oh yeah.
Very
Yeah.
conservative. So if you don't walk that fine line, they look at you sideways.
Now,
Right.
so I'm not trying to jump into the book yet,
Yes.
but please introduce. Keep going.
Okay, so from the pole to the pulpit, Mr. Page read it, and then he decided. He says he called me up. He was like, "Hey, I have an idea. I want to tell you about the Blue Series," and so he explained what it is and how I could be a part of this project. And if you could better explain the Blue Series, if you would go ahead and just kind of
Well,
give them a little bit
Very
about that.
briefly, it's 6 one-act stage plays written and directed by women. Each
okay.
time, each Blue Series is a different theme, and I work with guys as well. But this one happened to be Women for Women's History Month.
Yeah.
And Juva piece adaptation from the book is one of those 6 pieces.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
So it's a 6-part.
Yeah,
It's a 6-part. It's a 6-part play,
It is a 6-part play.
and you have one act of it.
I have one act of it, yeah.
We are so proud of you.
Thank
Now you brought with you
you. Mm-hmm.
the director as well, correct?
Correct. Now, this was the cool part about it. Oh, my gosh. So, Anthony, he not only had all of these phenomenal female writers, but he strategically, partnered us up with a director. And so you have writers that are making their debut
Yeah.
as a playwright,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have a director that's making their debuted as a director. Now, he partnered me with the lovely, as you can see. And she's on my right because she's like my right hand, for real. I told her the other night, I was like, you know what, girl, this is like a marriage. It really is.
Did y'all know each other before this?
No.
Because the way when you came in, the chemistry and the vibe that you
yeah,
two had,
absolutely.
it seemed like a sisterhood.
It is a
when you came
sisterhood.
in.
It's a sisterhood. She's a sister that I didn't know that I had,
Yeah.
but he partnered us together, and we just kind of just meshed. And she got a hold of my book, and so because that was one of the first things that I wanted to make sure that, hey, read my story. That way you have an idea.
Yeah.
And so I wrote the script, and you know, of course, you know, I've written this book. It's totally different than writing a script.
Uh-huh.
So he even partnered me with somebody that showed me a format of script. And so I was like, and her name is April Powell. She's actually on,
So
she's on
is
tour
this
right
a
now
whole
with Tyler Perry.
not just a whole female, is it a whole female ensemble like cast?
Oh,
yeah.
Is it a whole
No,
female?
we
all
we have a few guys
There's a
thrown
few
in there.
brothers, but
There's a
mostly
few
women.
brothers, but
Okay.
mostly women, because
Yeah.
some of our characters are guys.
Yeah.
So we didn't completely forget about the men.
Okay, because some people in your book that I'm like, they have to be.
They had to be
Right.
men,
Yeah,
right,
okay.
right. So I brought my so of course I have the lovely Tammy Waller. She first of all she is a phenomenal actress.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing that Tony described her as, he says, she's an actor, but she has a directorial eye. And I'm gonna tell you now, the cast will tell you that she has a directorial eye, for real, for real.
Are you that person?
I am.
Is it controlling? Is it a controlling?
I am.
Oh, stop.
I know, right?
What is that? What is that? What is that?
I don't know you from Adam, but when I met you, it was none of that. I feel you feel the love that you have in you. You feel the excitement. We feel the joy that you have. But we didn't have none of that.
This is the Tammy that you're getting right now.
That's what we're getting right now.
Don't get her woke up.
Don't get her.
Don't get her
This
woke
is
up.
just the beginning. You know, I have to introduce myself. It's late at night. We want people to be soothed.
That's right.
This is not the quiet storm. If you don't understand, this must be your first time ever listening to the show. This is far from quiet storm.
Right.
Oh, well, I was trying to be nice, you know what I'm saying? But Rick
You in
over
the
there,
barbershop, baby.
I ain't
barbershop,
being
child.
nice. So let me pat my weed real quick.
You know, 'cause we up in Atlanta.
Yeah, let me get a bobby pin. I need to scratch real quick on the inside,
So-
right up under there.
So how's it been with you? How's it been for you working with Miss Juva
Oh, man.
with this script?
She is the yin to my yang. It's literally like we are glued at the hip. I absolutely love her. From the moment we got on the phone, we just gelled so well. And it just took off from there. We have had an amazing time just working through everything. Like, literally, we consult each other all the way through. It's not just, oh, you know, because I'm the director, and oh, because you're the playwright. We don't even look at titles. We look at the partnership. And just kind of, we always come together when we make a decision. We never let each other fall.
Because like it is her story, so you want to make sure that her story is out there the way she envisions it, but you have to just like make sure it flows the way it should.
Right. Definitely.
Okay.
With this being your directorial debut,
Yes.
what y'all see? Y'all heard me break that thing all the
Yeah,
way down.
you broke it
Y'all
all
heard
the
me
way
break
down.
that thing all the way down.
Yes, he got
Good
his smart
job.
glasses. Good job.
You got
I told you I put my glass. I put my Max on.
Yeah.
Boy, that thing be coming out. It just be flowing. I don't know where it come from. Like,
Let me sit up straight for this one. Go
Love these guys.
with this being your directorial debut, you got a new playwright. When you read the book, what was your dream? Or when you read it, did you say, "Oh no, I can't do this"? Or when you first got this, what was your first initial thoughts about it?
When Anthony first asked me to direct, I immediately said no. I was like,
What?
you didn't see my resume, did you? Because they don't say nothing about directing, because I can't do it. We ain't gonna do that. And he said, I don't think Anthony can hear very well, because he's just, all right, sis, you got it, you good. All right, we'll be right there with you. I said, no. I said no. I said N-O.
So Anthony doesn't accept no's. You don't take no's.
No,
When
he
you
doesn't.
see it.
He
When
doesn't.
you-
Pour
yeah,
into
when you
it.
don't take-
Yeah,
he
you see it.
He doesn't see it.
He's a
He-
talent scout.
Yeah.
I mean, something. I mean, it's a lot going on over there. That man is brilliant.
I
That man is brilliant.
Thank
And
you.
so I said, I'm going to pray on it, and then I'll get back to you. And next thing I know, I was like, what are my fingers doing? They're actually calling him back to say we're going to do it. I was like, all right, we're going to do it. And I was like, all right, here we go. Let's just jump in and see what happens. And that's what I did, and I read her book, and I was like, oh my gosh, I felt like I was talking to myself, because even though I hadn't necessarily lived that lifestyle, there were a lot of things that I could relate to.
Yes.
From every aspect, and I was like,
Yes.
okay. And when I first talked to her, I told her, I said, did you like know me in another life? Like, you sure we didn't cross paths? Because there's a lot of stuff you're saying that I totally identify with. Like, I can be like, you know what, I did that. Oh my gosh, that's me too. Oh gosh, I need to go pray, lay on the altar, everything. Like, let me just go lay before the Lord. That's right. Let him, Jesus, I'm sorry. That head shake moment.
Put it out there.
That's right.
You been out there tricking for, huh?
I mean,
You been out there tricking for, huh? Hey, because let me tell you what's funny about you saying that. Because I was reading through the book again. I'm like, oh, the hell did some of that?
Right.
Oh,
From a male perspective.
I feel a little dirty. I feel a little dirty.
Yeah.
So I feel
Right.
So with you feeling that, did that bring you closer to the book and make it that much more easier for you to bring this book to life?
Absolutely. It made it easier. It also helped me to push the cast further when it came to them, getting into their roles. I'm always pushing. I'm like, give me more. They looking at me like, I don't know how much more you want me to give you. I'm like, trust me, there's
more in there.
There's more in there, and I'm gonna get it out. You're gonna give it to me. You're gonna love me later, but you might hate me now, but you're gonna love me later.
But I thought you wasn't a director.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
I said, I Google it almost every day just to make sure
Get your Googles on.
Yeah, me and Google have become one. They might need to go ahead and pick me up too, spokesperson,
That's right.
Right. But yeah, it really did. It was just like, okay, I see it, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. I really have. The ups, the downs, the everything.
So it premieres when? Saturday? Or when does it premiere?
Thursday, March 14th at 7 p.m. and we're going to do 6 shows all the way up until Sunday, March 17th. So on Saturday and Sunday, there's 2 matinees at 3 for the people that got to go home early and get into bed. Like myself, I go to bed early, but we won't go to bed early no time soon with these shows.
You got work to do.
And where's the location?
It is going to be, well, first of all, I didn't tell y'all the name of my piece. My contribution to the Blue series is the Pink Tackle Box.
Okay.
And
We got to say,
yeah.
Because when you called in a few weeks ago and you said that title, mine's wondered.
Yeah,
Mine's wondered.
Of course.
And so, let's take a break. Are we supposed to?
No,
do we need to take a break?
We got
Okay, we're gonna keep rolling. Okay.
We got about. Yeah, we can talk a little.
Okay, so
We can wrap.
because I was gonna try to get a guest in, but okay, so describe the title.
The Pink Tackle Box.
Yes. What is that?
You're going to have to come to the show to see what the Pink Tackle Box actually is. And all that entails.
See,
If you have the new revised book, then you might know.
So wish I had.
We still going up there.
Y'all always trying to get the hook up.
No. I ain't about trying to get the hook up because I know in this revised book, somebody in there.
Yeah, y'all in there.
And I'm trying to see if Denzel, y'all got the right Denzel playing me. That's what I'm trying to see.
That's in the movie. That's in the movie.
That's in the movie.
That's in the movie.
No.
That's gonna be the movie.
But not in the Pink Tackle Box.
Not in the Pink Tackle Box.
Denzel ain't playing.
No. But let me tell y'all where we're going to be.
Idris.
No, I can't. Look. Idris. I can't do that. He a dog-skinned brother. I want to be realistic,
Michael B. Jordan.
No, he too pretty.
He too pretty.
He too perfect. He too pretty. Everybody, I come down to Denzel. I think, yeah.
What they say, Forrest Whitaker?
No. Ain't nothing against Mars. Personally.
I'm just saying. Let's say up my character a little bit.
Can I get a, I got, I'm just saying.
What do you have against Forrest?
I have nothing against Forrest.
Oh,
Great actor, but
he's a great actor, though.
Yes, he is.
I
Yes,
love
he is.
Forrest.
Yes, he
Love
is.
Forrest.
Yeah.
But where can we find
The Blue Series.
Series.
The Blue Series, we are going to be taking the stage at the Windmill Arts Center. That's in East Point, Georgia. Google it. Google it. And you can actually get our tickets on Eventbrite. If you go to Eventbrite, you go ahead and you search in Blue Series, and voila, there we are. 6 shows, guys. 6 shows. You have 6 opportunities to catch the Blue Series. And it's not just the pink tackle box. We have some other, when I say we have some other heavy, some really, really great stories in there. I'm going to tell you, we have something for everybody.
Yes.
So
Something for everybody.
So in the Blue Series, am I saying it right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So like when I come to the show, am I seeing the entire series, or
You're gonna see 6 plays. Each play is about 15, 20 minutes long. So in hour 1, you'll see 3 plays. Take a brief intermission. In hour 2, you're gonna see 3 plays.
Okay.
And the plays are different stories, different characters, different actors, the whole bit. The youngest playwright is 24. The eldest is 60. So you got a wide range of passion and point of view and perspective in the show.
Now, how do these people get in touch with you? Is it, or do you know? Are you so?
Yeah, I have a kind of a professional relationship with most of them. Like Sassette, the youngest, I've been mentoring her since high school. Juve and I went to high school together. Vanessa, who's doing Finish the Dream, she's like big sister.
Okay.
I've seen her do some incredible stuff on the fashion side, and she said, I've always wanted to write a play about my story. And she was telling me about her story, and I put her with a playwright and a director, and boom, we got Finish the Dream. One of our more experienced writers is a young lady named Amina S. McIntyre. She's got 15 plays in her belt.
Oh.
She's got one called Memory Life. It's incredible.
Okay.
It kind of deals a little bit with Haitian folklore and
Haitian folklore.
Haitian folklore.
Is that like voodoo?
A little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the only thing I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, voodoo.
I got a lot of Haitian friends. I'm sorry. I got a lot of Haitian friends.
Tell them Haitian friends
They
to
know.
come on
Yeah,
out.
they
Come
know.
on out. Come on out.
You hear that,
gotta
St.
get
Hubert? You need to show up.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Yeah,
right.
All right.
absolutely. But a woman has to go. She's been assaulted and she can't get over it, so she has to go kind of into the spirit world to kind of cleanse her life so she can move on. To
Sounds like
heal.
voodoo.
Yeah.
Sounds sort of like voodoo.
that's
It's
deep.
deep.
You're trying to get into some holistic.
No,
That sounds like some Black. That sounds like some Black
we
Panther
want to
stuff.
represent the diversity of our people.
Yeah.
Because we're not just one thing. You know, they say Black in America like it's one thing. It's like, and I think you come to the show, you're going to see that diversity.
Okay.
You know, people coming from all over the country, they've been through different things. Most of the works are semi-autobiographical. They're based on, things that they've actually lived through themselves.
Okay.
Because we got another one called One Too Many. It's about a young woman. It's kind of like for Color Girls. It's a series of monologues about people who lived through sexual assault.
Oh.
That one's a showstopper too.
And that's very
That's
yes.
a hotbed.
Yes.
Industry right now.
Yes.
So,
And that the writer is Miss Nas Pankey.
Yeah.
Nas Pankey.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Starlet, I think you met Nas when you came to my book event. Yeah. So yeah, she's partnered up in she's bringing it too. She is bringing it with.
And she's a
with
brilliant
One Too
screenwriter.
Many.
This is her debut as well, Nas Pankey. You're gonna see some stuff because quietly she's working on some stuff that's gonna be out there soon.
Now, do most of these artists live in the Atlanta area, or are they from all over?
No, they all live here now. Yes.
They all live here now. And what about your company now? Is your company based solely here out of the Atlanta area?
Yep. I live in Atlanta, right over in the West End.
Okay, so what we're looking at doing later on after the success here in East Point, taking this show on the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Blue Series is my franchise. This is the 7th one I've done, and I want to do it again. It serves 2 purposes for me, because I remember when I was coming up, I started kind of in '93 here in Atlanta. It wasn't a lot of help.
Yeah.
It was a lot of people putting their foot on your neck.
Yeah.
I'm young and green, and I knew I had something to offer, in this industry, but I didn't know what to do, and there was not a lot of mentorship. So I said, when I got to that place, I was gonna make sure that I'd be a hand to reach back. Because I think about the elders, man, like Harriet Tubman, Dick Gregory, Maya Angelou, on and on.
You're a pioneer. Yeah, you're a
Just
pioneer.
kind of lift up. So it gives me a chance for some of the people I mentored to say, okay, you can do this. It may be daunting task to take on directing a 2-hour play. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Let's start with a 15, 20-minute play.
Yeah.
If you can do 20 minutes, you can do 2 hours. You know, you can't write. It's hard to maybe write a 2-hour play. That's a lot.
Yes.
Let's write 20 minutes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So you kind of ease your way into it, and once they get in, just like her, she was reluctant to be director, and now she's like,
Yeah, now everybody listen to me now.
She's
I know what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, she popping the collar now.
I believe she probably
You
did.
know,
She was producing, directing when she walked
No, when she walked in, the first thing she wanted to do is rearrange our set.
see?
Talking about our tables.
Boom.
The first thing she gave in.
Yeah.
This set isn't right, okay?
Excuse me, I'm sorry, but if you're going to invite such incredible guests like myself, you better have everything
That's the personality.
set up
We will
properly.
make sure.
I mean, my knees are on the table, and then my chin is on the table. I don't really know how this is
We
pictured
got-
up to get there, but
We got you the big table, but the little chair.
I mean, there was a little bit of table, and I thought there's supposed to be some snacks here. There's no snacks on the table. There's no butter.
We'll give you craft services next time.
No,
I
yes.
promise. Next time, craft services for you.
Yeah.
You know a little bit about crisis?
Yes, I do. Yes, we will hook you up.
They get you some peanut butter and some crackers.
I know that's not crab. Some crab,
Some saltines.
some crab cheese.
Excuse me, I'm a healthy person, so I need
Okay, I
unsalted.
get the wheat.
Oh yeah, cause
Hold on, they got bottled air now.
yeah,
Unsalted
bottled
salt.
air.
Bottled air.
Put some air in your mouth.
Who has you bottled air?
It's an air.
You're
Yeah.
trying to give me hypertension.
No, they got
You get some
bottled.
sea salt or
No,
something.
no, you're trying to give me hypertension.
Hold on,
I
Rick.
got to
Hold
live.
on. Does she require bottled air?
Bottled air.
You
Bottled
require
air.
bottled
Yeah,
air?
you can buy, like, if you want to go to the mountains of Fiji, they capture air, they put it in a bottle, and they'll sell it to you for $20.
What?
And you put on this mask, and you can breathe
Fiji air.
mountaintop air for $20.
Okay, man.
Gotcha.
So now they charge you for air. Ooh.
I'm about to go home to Statesboro. Give y'all some of that
Let me give you
Statesboro
some
air.
West End air.
Let me
Come
get
on.
some Statesboro air.
West End air.
Oh, you so that country.
Yeah.
We'll take some
that
West
West End. You might gotta be careful with
Yeah,
some of that
West
West
End
End.
air. That's my hood now. That's my hood.
West End.
That's my hood. That's my heart. Swats, baby.
Juba, how hard was it for you? Because you touched on it real quick. How hard was it for you to change or to select the script for this one act?
Okay, now that one,
Because you have so much you want to say. You
I
have
had
so much in this
so
book.
much
so-
I wanted to say, and that's why it was really important for me to have the director to read it. And of course, you know, I've read it and revised it, and you know, and then of course I have my executive producer to read it. Okay, I'm getting everybody's perspectives, and then you know what? It dawned on me that I needed to talk about relationships. And so, because in my book it's full of relationships, and I wanted to give the people that are closest to me a voice.
Okay.
Of course, when we do anything here in life, it has some sort of impact on someone else, especially people that are close to us.
Yeah.
So, me being a stripper, it affected people that are close to me. It impacted my husband in some sort of way. As a matter of fact, when I first came on to your show, I brought him with
Yeah,
me because
Big A.
first of all, he knew
Yes, indeed,
that I
Big
was
A.
coming. Yeah, Big A. He knew that I was coming to the barbershop. Wait a minute, barbershop? So he just kind of tagged along.
So now he just trusts you with us
Yes,
now.
he does.
He
He
sees two old ugly guys. He's like, yeah. You go to the shop. Yeah, you go to the shop anytime. Yeah. Anytime.
But you know what I found interesting was that y'all were interested in him, and y'all were interested in how he felt and what it is that he thought about. And then not only that, doing other interviews, people wanted to know, well, what'd your mama think?
Yeah.
And you know, and then I talked about a close family member, and you know, how did that? You know, people wanted to know. So what I did with the Pink Tackle Box, I brought in those people that are closest to me, and I gave them a voice.
Okay.
And in their voice, you're going to be able to relate to. Oh, and now I understand. Oh, so this is what he was dealing with. This is how he really felt.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is how it impacted her mother. You know,
Yeah.
what mother, you know, can sit there and say, oh, my child's a stripper. Well, what does she really
Yeah.
think? What does she really feel? And then the young family member, it was really important for me to bring this person in, because there are so many young girls. As y'all know, that we had I have the title, Who's Watching You?
Yes.
And because
Inside,
people
yep.
are always watching us, and I wanted this particular person to be able to share. Hey, you know, it isn't all glitz and glam, and I wanted to explain exactly how it impacted, because sometimes when you have younger people that are looking up to
Yeah.
you, You know, I want them to be aware of what it is that we're putting out there, aware of how what it is that we've done impacts other people. So the Pink Tackle Box is all about relationships, and I gave those people that experience this part of life with me. And these are the close people. So, you know, I have my mama.
Yep.
I have my husband.
Yep.
I have my close family member. How did it impact them? And then not only that, I didn't give my alter ego a voice, but I did.
Wow.
I do have the alter ego. Y'all remember the stage
Yes.
name? Do you remember the stage name?
Kitty.
Yes, indeed.
Who was it?
Kitty.
Kitty.
Yes.
Yes.
Here, kitty, 69 boys.
Yes,
Yes.
So, and then I was like, you know what? Because at first I tried to hide Kitty, right? I tried to hide Kitty, but everything kind of revolves around her.
Kitty.
Yeah.
Because she, you know, she was out here doing her thing, and she.
You can't hide her.
No, you can't hide her.
She's the star.
Yeah.
She's the
What?
star.
You can say she's a star.
She's the star.
Yeah.
She made the movie. I'm
No,
just saying.
She's here.
Because without
Kitty brought us here.
Kitty
Yeah.
brought us
Kitty brought us here, but it impacted everybody.
Yes.
It impacted everybody. And so that is what the Pink Tackle Box, it is about relationship.
Okay.
It's about giving those people that voice. And then not only that, for them to be able to tell their story in hopes that it will either encourage or it will it'll either encourage or it will inspire or it will give you something to think about. And but yeah, I see somebody doing the little break sign. Do we have to go to break? Do we have to pay some bills?
We got to pay a few bills, but when we come back, we're going to talk to
the cast members.
Yes.
Miss Juba. We're going to talk to Miss Kitty. We're going to talk to Big A. We're going to talk to Mom.
It's Big A. Big A is here.
Big A.
We're going to talk
Big A's here?
to your young
Big A
cousins.
isn't here.
Yeah, Big A is not
All
here.
who are in this play, we're going to speak to them and figure out what they did and how they felt about doing this. And we're going to just get into this play a little bit.
Let's
and,
do it.
Let's do it.
If y'all want to holler at us in the barbershop, please holler at your folks at 404-603-8770. And if you're in your mammy basement, let us know this is not one of them freaking 999 numbers. You can holler at us. We gonna pay for it. 1-888-926-7562.
We only have one rule in the shop, which is say what you mean what you say. Just don't be mean when you say it.
Okay.
My bad. I know I'm late as hell. The shop is now open. 30 minutes later, the shop is now open.
Dope, man. You guys got a great show. So you gather all the actors around here?
Yes, please.
And I have my stylist.
You know, I had two questions I wanted to ask you
Okay.
without giving away your book. Okay, I wanted to talk to White Mike. Cause I wanted to know do you still talk to him? I wanted to know from White Mike's perspective, like, how did he feel that night? And you, why the hell would you choose a skinny little 90,000 to be secured?
Because Anthony, because Bria,
I don't know how he felt, but White Mike is actually here.
That's why I want to ask him, like, really, like, how did you feel being in that room full? And I don't mind saying black people. I don't know. I'm like,
No,
You're standing around the mic so
he's
they can
really
just
white
chime
chocolate.
in.
Okay.
He is white chocolate.
Yeah,
That's my niece's daddy.
Okay.
Back to your original spot, though. The tiny
And then the other thing was,
Oh my goodness!
You can stand between Juba and
Hey, honey.
Tammy. So you stand like right here.
Get in there.
Oh my goodness.
So you
I'm
can
very
share
happy to
like
see you.
y'all together now listening.
okay, so everybody, you're gonna have to explain who plays what.
Plays who? Oh,
Yeah,
gosh,
who's who,
yes.
name, their real name, and whoever they play. Character name.
Here, do you want to put this on? You can just sit.
So y'all play together. Y'all play together. Y'all play together.
Okay, so you want to...
Come over here on this
Y'all
side and
gonna-
use these.
We may have to. You might have to get up out of here. Yeah, I have to
Put
kick
me
the
out,
direct
Red.
out. I'm direct. This is my house.
I'm
But,
going to go over there in the little
you
kitchen.
might come on over here with me.
I
Cook
got
up some things.
I got a snack I got to eat anyway.
Kitty. Oh, she ain't kidding no more.
This kitty right here.
That's the lead right there. That's Juba.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all come on around.
Yeah, I thought we gotta get y'all beautiful, all this beautiful in this, on this camera. Yeah,
This is the one that keeps us all extra beautiful.
Keep all that.
Yeah, this is the one that keeps us
Makeup or? What you style? Okay, I need one of them.
Yeah, incredible.
I will.
I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money. I'm gonna tell you now. I ain't got no money. I need to be styled on the budget.
Yes.
We hook it up,
I need a pick.
Who's on guys, do not forget, do not tell what the Pink Tackle Box is, okay? We're just gonna retap into that. That's the aha moment. So don't give away too much. Little cliffhangers, little nuggets. We're gonna drop.
I know, now I gotta come.
Let us see you so they take direction.
What you say? You be like R. Kelly. Make all those noises so they know you here. Just do that. You know R. Kelly. You know what? I'ma say this.
I mean, he did it. He did it.
I'ma say this though. That's the way I would
You
have.
got to get into it.
That is the way I would have acted if you keep calling me or something, say I did something wrong, and I know I didn't do it. That's how I would act. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm sensitive.
I'm
It's
my
like
cast
it feels
with
like
Red
It's starting to feel
and
that.
so that you guys can have the opportunity
Now-
to kind of meet them.
now with
Once again, the name of
Now with them, I'm with you. I'm with you.
The Pink Tackle Box.
I'm with you.
because it's
Now-
it's Justin,
And
it's
we
Bill.
take stage
It's
March
too much.
14th through the 17th, and that's at the Windmill Arts Center in
It's like,
Easton,
dang,
West Georgia.
targets.
Rick next, then Rick gonna be like, hold on, y'all. That's doing too much now.
Obama, he was the Antichrist. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
It's just how-
2019 just going crazy. It's starting to feel like
treat black men.
That's what I'm saying. I got like
I say that too now. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
y'all know y'all love Let's See Layla.
Yeah. I do agree with that part. But
But what about Harvey? Blindside.
no, why nobody say anything?
They gonna get it.
Why nobody say anything about Hugh Hefner being 72, 80-something years old, being with 20-year-olds?
Leave you out of this.
We love you. Hugh is great. But what I'm saying is this. Here's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the young. I'm not talking about the young. I'm not talking about what R. Kelly did in the past. But what I'm talking about at his house in Atlanta. If those women are grown, and if those grown women say, I'm okay with being here, then I'm like, leave them alone.
All I'm saying is, okay. So the Wi-Fi, the mothers, the women, all that.
That man is sick.
I agree with the young. I agree. Hold on. Go ahead. What we saying? I'm sorry. You again. I agree. Yeah.
And the old people, you can't mess with the women, the children, and the old people.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you. But wait a minute, what if the woman grown? If the woman grown, she like, yeah,
But I'm just
I like you.
I know y'all seen
Be sure to call in with your
Is she 22? Is she like a 50? Jermaine Jackson got a 24-year-old woman.
Or 888
Welcome black, welcome black, welcome black.
752.
Barbershop talking random ish with your boy Rick Cash.
I'm Will Sane.
And the lovely Starlight is playing tech. She wanna mess with the live feed and everything, so it ain't Rick tonight. You blame it on Starlight. Well, oh,
Did I?
Then she gonna blame it on.
I had an R. Kelly stand-up moment. All right. I got animated. I got animated.
Hey, do we need to get rid of you too?
No.
Cause him got to go.
Well, you know what? We gotta talk. We gotta talk about something. If they want to talk about it after that, we had this conversation.
The pink box.
The Pink Tackle Box.
The Pink Tackle Box.
The Pink Tackle Box.
We going fishing.
Pink tackle.
We going fishing. All right.
Yeah, we
That's
can
what we
finish.
doing. So we're back in the. So we're back in the shop
We black and talking around the men's barbershop, baby.
with Miss Juba 3, the author of From the Pole to the Pulpit, who is family member
Yes.
of Talking Randomish. I made the mistake and called her a guest earlier. I do apologize. I do apologize.
Yeah.
But
Now-
she also has some friends with her.
I
Yes.
do have lots of friends with me.
She brought her other family in there.
Now,
That's right. I brought my Team Pink tackle box.
now these are the cast members,
These are
correct?
the cast members. Can I introduce you
Yes,
to?
please.
Okay. First of all, this young lady right here, the pretty little lady right there, she is none other than Miss Tiki J. She is a actress. She is a model. Woo! Yes, she is an actress. She is a model. She is a singer. Oh, and she plays the part of Juba. Let me tell you something that was really, really, really exciting to me.
Mhm.
I love music and I love to sing. But Juba, the real Juba, she can't sing.
So this is the fictional part of the
But
show.
let me tell you, honey, in the pink tackle box, I can sing. I can sing.
There's a little, you have to add a little.
You got it. Just like this is like a Hollywood.
I just want to let you know that Juba can sing. Yes, I can sing now. I can sing. And Miss Tiki J, she brings it.
Okay.
She is playing the part. She is the lead. She is playing the part of Juba.
Okay.
Bless her heart.
Thank you very much.
And when we cast Miss Tiki J, one of the first things that we asked, how do you feel about playing a stripper? Can you play the role of a stripper? And I know how I am. I'm kind of like all over the place. Y'all know me. Y'all family. Y'all know how I am. And so it was just to see her just kind of emerge and kind of, when you're seeing people read words that you wrote and seeing how they, their emotions to it, it has, she's brought a lot to Juba. And some days I'm like, well, daggone, I think she's more Juba than not Juba. So it's pretty interesting. But I wanted to introduce you to Miss Tiki J.
Nice to meet you, Miss Tiki J.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. So now, who else do we have? We're gonna come to everybody individually.
Okay, all right.
But I want to go around the room. We're gonna come back.
The next right here is none other.
She's
It's not, you actually got some skeletons to hide. Where you just laugh.
Well, you know what?
Goofy.
You may say she was my skeleton.
Okay.
Miss Layla P
Hey y'all.
is playing the part of Kitty.
What? Okay.
Yes.
No
Next,
wonder you bust out laughing.
over here to Layla P's right, we have Miss Carla Jordan. Now y'all don't know my mama, but I said when I wrote this, I said I need to have somebody that's youthful. So I had to pick somebody that was about my age anyway. So she's playing the part of my sassy, prissy, funny, encouraging, supportive mother. And she moves. And Miss Carl, let me tell you. First of all, she's a model.
Is she?
She is a model. She is an actress. I don't know. Can you sing, Carla?
In the shower.
A little here.
You can sing better than just in the shower.
But I
Besides,
tell
she's
you
in
what,
the shower.
she can act her behind off. I can tell you
Yeah.
that now. She's going to bring it down. Over here in the cut, that is my close family member. This is Miss Bria Potts, and she's playing the role of Princess, which is my cousin.
Okay.
She's going to be speaking to a lot of the young people
Yes.
that we talked about. And Big A isn't present, but I do have a Big A. And just like the real Big A, he ain't here right now.
He ain't here right now. No.
He ain't here right now.
I know. I think
Right
you're
here.
Big A for hanging out with us, but we'll talk about Big A.
We'll talk about Big A in a minute. Okay. Now, we did say, you commented how everybody, is so beautiful. I think, Ricky, you said that, but you commented about how everybody's so beautiful.
Yes.
Well, that is because, first of all, we have Miss Kimberly Harden.
Hello.
And she is, let me tell you, for real, if you in Atlanta, stylist extraordinaire. Look her up.
Thank y'all very much for coming into the shop.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Now we're gonna go around the room. All right, Tiki, How was it when you met Juva? Were you kind of like, when you read the role, the script, were you kind of intimidated not just by the actual words, but also were you kind of intimidated to know that this is a real story and you're playing this person who's in front of you?
It was very intimidating, but I saw her vision because she told us how important this is and what God had put on the inside of her to do this. So it was like, okay, hurry up, either get it together or decide you can't do it. So I really had to get it together because I saw the vision and I really wanted to bring it forth. Now, it has been challenging, I would not lie, because trying to get into the sexy. You know, you think you sexy at first, and then when somebody tell you, oh, I need you to dig a little deeper. Tammy had to dig a little So it's like I have tapped into a sexy place that I didn't know I had.
That's a good thing, though.
I love
I
it.
think that's good.
So, Juba, I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
So, what is it like watching her be you and seeing your words about your life being played on stage?
You know, I think the word that I've been describing it as has been surreal. Because it is something, like I said, to have your words and to hear somebody else say it, and then to see her emotions behind it and her connecting to it. And to me, that is everything. Yeah. When I have someone that can connect to the vision, then I know that I have the right person. And I think too, we can't have a really, really great actor without having a really great director too. When I say that my director, she's able to kind of seeing different things that maybe I didn't necessarily realize, you know, especially when we talk about the sexiness or whatever. Just so somebody that's just kind of observing and just looking at your story and being able to pull it out. And you would probably hear the cast say it a lot. Dig deeper, dig deeper. Sometimes I haven't been at every rehearsal, but one rehearsal I came in, I was like, what's going on? They were digging deep. What's going on? But a way to describe it is watching Tiki is often very surreal. Yeah. It is often surreal, especially when we talk about certain things that y'all are gonna have to come to the play to find out about, and just seeing her reactions and just her emotions. I'm like, dang, you know.
Now these two, Tiki and Layla, y'all not on stage at the same time, are you? Because I know the book, and I don't want to give the book away.
Well, we're not going to give that part away either.
Oh, okay. Because my question is, are both of you semi-pro dancers now? From like this book and from this performance. Are y'all semi-pro dancers?
You need to give us your background anyway.
My question is, Layla, how did you get into character?
Oh, wow.
The method after.
Yeah, tell them.
What was your study? What was your studying like?
Okay, so.
Where'd you go to school for study this role? Which one was it? Magic City? Which one was it?
Hey, Layla, go ahead and tell them, honey.
Which University of Shoe Modeling was it?
You're a professional for real.
So first off, I have a bachelor's degree in theater from Clark Carolina University.
Okay. Okay.
Illustrious.
Okay.
Shout out to CAU. So my friends, we would always talk about we wanted to take like heels classes all the time. But we would just watch videos and that's it. My friends, they would just watch it. Yeah. I'm like, no, I really want to go to one. So at first I didn't know how to find a heels class. Like, where would I go to find one? And so I had found a girl who I graduated from Clark with. She was doing them. Mm-hmm. So I went to one of hers, and I enjoyed it, and I loved it. And then I went to her last two before we graduated from Clark. And then I just kept going with the dance classes. Like, from her page, I found another choreographer who was doing classes, and from that person, I was just finding people all on Instagram. So I go to dance classes. I learn how to dance in heels.
This is just a hobby. This is a hobby for you.
It's a hobby, and it's kind of me training myself back to being like a reborn dancer. Because I took dance classes when I was a kid. And I was on a dance team in high school as well. So, but I kind of stopped it because I was really getting serious about acting, and especially when I got to Clark. Like, I was really getting serious about that. So I wasn't really thinking about, like, dancing.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, you just find yourself going back to something you might have missed out on and whatever. And that's something I missed out on. Like, I did dance school from only 8 to 10 years old. And then I did it in high school, maybe 9th, 10th, and my 12th grade year.
Okay.
But I just, like, kind of let it go. So, Juba and Tammy was following me on Instagram.
Yes,
That's how y'all found it through Instagram?
And, well, actually,
Social media.
just to back it up a little bit, I actually auditioned at the open cast call for the series, and I didn't get a call back. Whatever. But I'm like, oh, because, you know, it's the business. That's what happened. But then Tammy, like, out of nowhere, reached out to me on Instagram about my dancing or whatever and about the play. And at first I had to, like, you know, go on her page to make sure, okay, she legit. Cool. So then I replied back to her. And so then me and Tammy, we just, you know, we chopped it up on the phone. She was telling me, you know, why she reached out to me, what it was for, the dates and all of that. Of course, I had to look at my schedule to make sure everything came together. And I was like, yes, I will do it. And I've been to enough classes enough to kind of, you know, dance. I was like, yes, I will do this. And then she was like,
y'all.
she was like, I want you to make up your own dance. I was like, okay. That was the challenging part because I'm not a choreographer. I'm just, you know, somebody teaching me a dance and I can catch on and do the moves. So that was, I mean, it's pretty fun that I actually get to make up my own dance and get to put it on stage. So, I mean, thank you and shout out to them for reaching out to me and letting me be a part of the show. Because I was itching like, oh, what's going to be my next play I'm about to do? I haven't acted in a while. Come on, something, come on.
And this might be the one that sets you apart from everyone else because of what you're actually doing in this role. Not just acting, but you're also performing.
Yes.
Okay.
With this role and the magnitude of the character that you're playing, what did this do for you? I mean, because you're playing a very, and I'm trying not to give away the book, but
Trying to use a big word, really.
Throughout this book, you're on an emotional roller coaster. So how did you tap into dealing with all those different emotions and being Kitty? Boy, I got her.
Oh my God. Well, really,
Sophisticated
I'm
question.
trying to give it away.
No,
I'm just really showing the
well,
I can't.
R. Kelly just walked in the room. Robert Kelly, get out of here.
You just gotta come and see it.
You gotta come and see. Put it like this. Kitty is the alter ego.
Yes.
All of those emotions and things like that, it comes out of her, but it stems with Juba.
As you said in the book,
starts-
she's your Sasha Fierce. She's your Sasha Fierce. That's what she is. Mama, how has it been working with this cast and looking at your daughter and seeing your daughter go from the sweet, innocent baby that you raised to now you find out your baby is doing this alternate lifestyle? And you grew up and you raised it in a church.
I did.
Yes.
Well, kinda.
Kinda,
If
yeah.
you read the book, you know that.
Yeah.
I wasn't all that holy myself. But nevertheless, I'm that mother that loves my child no matter what she does.
That's right.
Yes.
Always told her to be the best that she could be. And she did that.
She did.
She definitely did it.
I just hear
She owns it.
She owns it.
And I'm just really proud of her. No matter
She's so much. No. You about to make me cry.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
She's so supportive. Oh.
I am.
That's right.
I am.
Do you have kids of your own?
I actually do. I have 2 boys.
Okay. So I was gonna ask you, do you have any type of similar life experiences with your sons at all that were very trying to you, to the point that you could pull that out to put into this character that you're playing now?
I did actually.
Okay.
I was. And Tammy, our director, has been phenomenal. And a lot of the actors, we're used to a certain type of monologue, but we're really breaking some barriers with this play.
Good.
We're coming out the box.
Good. Don't just.
And we've tapped into some really deep areas.
Good.
And it's going to be phenomenal.
Okay.
Something you've never seen, one of a kind.
Yeah.
I mean, we bringing it. It's different.
That's good to hear.
So when you read the script, did you have any apprehension about being mama?
No, because actually I've played mother in quite a few plays, and I always be the mistress that ends up being a mother.
What?
Oh, Lord.
Hold on. Let's talk about you gotta come back in for another. You coming back in for another show.
That's what I'm so proud of. She is just like her mother.
My baby.
Oh, no.
Absolutely. But yes, I researched her mom. I went and kind of was stalking her page.
Okay.
And found that, she's bougie and a little bit classy, but she's a real loving mother and grandmother.
Yeah.
And I just and when Juva told me her mom would be in the audience.
That's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask when she gonna be show.
Mama's gonna be in the building.
Does that feel pressure? Do you feel pressure?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. And then, but to see the moment when Juva connected with me as mother, that was, oh my goodness, breathtaking.
Yeah.
And it was at that moment I knew I had nailed it as mother.
Did you tear up seeing her as your mom?
Yeah.
You like
and when and who just said all the time? and that is true. All the time.
That's when it's acting.
Every time.
That's when you know
every time. And I mean every rehearsal, she kills it, and I'm just right there.
You need a hug.
Yes. I think we all need a hug because then because I'm connecting, and then of course Tiki's over there connecting, and I'm like dang on it, and then we got Tammy telling you, don't wipe them tears off. You better not dry your face. You better let all the snot fly. You better not wipe your face.
That's right.
But she brings it. She absolutely brings it every time. So yeah, I connect. I connect with her each and every rehearsal. Okay. And I know that if I'm connecting, well shoot, the whole cast, we all sit up there connecting. Yeah. I can only imagine what it is that she's going to bring to the audience when they see this performance.
And I want to come I need to know when your family is going to be there, because I want to see your family members' reactions as well to the cast. So you got to let us know when your family's going to be there.
Okay.
I want to see.
Well, first of all, my family's, some of them are flying in, some of them are coming. They're all over the place.
Okay.
But I think a lot of them are coming to the Saturday show.
Okay.
And so yeah.
So we as family need to meet your mama.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, Miss Princess.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you excited about your role? And did you have any apprehension? Is that the word, Rick?
That's the word.
Okay. Did you have any apprehension about doing this role that you're going to be doing? Because, all right, I don't know your age, but you look young.
Uh-huh.
And so, were you kind of apprehensive about this whole, am I going to be typecast type thing?
No, not at all. I'm really excited, first off. And the only, I think, apprehension that I may have had was just kind of the emotions that I would have to put into it, that I would have to pull out. Because when I first got the script, I was like, okay, this sounds like it's going to be intense.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to get into this. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a really intense piece. And so that's the only apprehension I had. I was like, oh gosh, I hope they don't, Lord, I might have to get emotional. Okay, how you going to do this? Because that's always been my struggle. Like with any character, I always look at that first like, y'all want me to cry? Because, I'm trying to, use substitution and do all this, but it's a struggle. Yeah, that was the only thing with me. But as far as like the content in the role, I always play a teenager. Like you said, I look young. I always play a kid. So I was actually excited to have an adult role because I'm an adult. I know it doesn't look like it. But I'm like a stripper, former stripper, Juva, and her being a stripper. Yeah. So I was like, know. So,
Okay.
I was
So you sort of felt that you could relate to. Do you feel like is this sort of like your story as well that you feel that's coming out?
like personally.
Yes.
Um.
Everyone has their own story, but yeah, can you see some of yourself in that?
Maybe.
Maybe.
If I felt like if I had that type of confidence in my sexuality, like I don't know where Juva got it from, and if I had it like that, I was like, might have been, might have.
Yeah.
So,
It might have been, you know. It might have been the number one money getter.
So that would have been maybe the only relatable thing. Like we all kind of have that in us a little bit, kind of like, oh, I could do this, but just learning Juva's story, I was like, wow, this is not what it really seems at all.
Yeah.
But as far as really in depth, not really. I think the only thing that I can personally relate to is kind of like the relationship that I have with her. I'm her youngest cousin.
Yeah.
And when I first read the script, I thought about my younger cousins. I've always been the oldest.
Okay.
And so I'm like, oh, dang, like, they look up to me like this. Like,
Yeah.
reading the script, how I looked up to her, I was like, oh, wow. It, like, really hit home to me. Like, this is how my younger cousins see me.
Yeah.
So that was very relatable for me.
Okay. Do y'all now? Where did you go? Did you all have all of you like taking acting classes at local institutions around Atlanta, or is this just natural talent?
Well, right now I am currently in a class here, and I think I got a lot of my learning from just doing projects though.
Okay.
Like Juba said, when you have a good director, you have good actors. Because when you're on set, you're always learning because the director is going to tell you exactly what they want. So just from doing other stuff is where I got a lot of my training. And then, I just moved here in September. And I was like, I want to get here and network and take classes because a lot of people don't realize that with acting, it's natural, but at the same time, classes are essential because it pulls stuff out of you that doesn't naturally come. But being a natural actor is good as well. So I take Nick Conti's classes right out here, right in Buckhead, actually.
Okay. And what about you, Miss Tiki?
I am taking a couple of classes as well. I have already taken some, so I just feel like any craft you have, you need to add to it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a licensed counselor, so I've been to school for that. But as far as being... going to school for acting, no. But since I was a little girl, church plays, different stuff, singing in church, doing, everything like that, definitely have a lot of experience, but it's always good to add to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, like Tiki said, I've always acted since I was a kid. Like you said, church plays, school plays, and everything. I would say the most serious training I had was at Clark.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, all right, this is like a real deal. I did do one class, but that is my project for like the summertime is to like get into a class more. But like I said, my main training was at Clark Atlanta.
And so personal experience is what's driving you guys with this. But it's great because the reason why I say that is because even if you're not classically trained like a lot of people think that you need to be, the fact that you're able to still bring her story to life to the point that it moves her says a lot about your acting skills. So I know everyone tries to put down if you're not taking it serious, if you don't go to what's the school up in New York or whatever the place? Juilliard. Oh my God, I said Juilliard. Yeah, if you're not one of those classically trained, that's a myth. But I do say if y'all can bring her story to life to the point where you guys are moving her and moving her family members, you guys are doing a great job. And I thank y'all.
I thank you.
And we're going to get ready to take a break. But when we come back, we're going to talk to the lady that had to bring all the style glam out. And we're going to get more about you when we come back. If y'all want to holler at
Ms. Jewel,
any of these beautiful
or the cast,
directors, please give us a call at 404-603-8770. We will be right back.
Man, I be swearing like I don't know what.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in. Of course, I'm here with Talking Randomness at the barbershop. And I'm here with the Pink Tackle Box crew, and we are here doing a fabulous interview, having a lot of fun. And I want y'all to stay tuned
because when I left my house,
I'm going to give
it was like
away
30
a couple
degrees.
of tickets to the Blue
So I
Series.
brought my
And so I want you guys to call in, ask your questions. The number again is 404-603-8770. Or you can call toll free 888-926-7562. And like I said, stay tuned because we're gonna give away a couple of tickets, and we take the stage. And if you want to get tickets, we have tickets available right now on Eventbrite. Look up Blue Series in Eventbrite. We take the stage March the 14th through the 17th. That's next week. Oh my gosh, it's next week. But every night, 7 p.m., 2 matinee shows on Saturday and Sunday at 3 p.m. So you have 6 opportunities to check out this play and more, because the Blue Series, we have 6 amazing playwrights and directors and cast and crew and stylists and photographers. And we have been doing it up, but I want you guys to see my family again, the Pink Tackle Box crew.
Got ladies in the house. You all have got to come see this play. It's phenomenal. You will not be disappointed.
Are y'all from Atlanta? I know you see
Decatur bus rider all day long.
Okay, bringing the fire. Bringing the fire. For real.
I'm from Huntsville. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, wow.
And tell my friends again who you are, because they all chiming in.
Oh, okay.
I work
Hi,
down there.
everybody. My name is Layla T. I am from Decatur, Georgia. I play.
Greater. Where's Greater?
Okay,
You got a nice place.
I am the alter ego of
I used to like going through
I'm a
Macon.
latecomer, but I am
Everybody in Macon.
and thank you, Juba, for letting me join in, later. But I promised Tammy and her that I would do the best I can do, and I hope I am.
Cut your shirt off.
Hey! Okay. Everybody wants to know who you are.
That's the fall. That's the fall and winter.
This is Miss Tiki J, and she is playing the lead. She is playing Juba, y'all. She is bringing the fire. She says she's pulling out sexy. She didn't know she had. That is something. That is amazing. That is something. And of course, we have once again Miss Rhea Potts is playing the role of the princess, and she is bringing it too.
So honored, so excited. You guys, please come out next weekend. It's going to be great. March 14th through 17th.
That's right. And where can they get the tickets again?
You can go to Eventbrite and search the Blue Series, and we'll be at the Windmill Arts Center in East Point.
That's right.
Hope to see you there.
Hope to see you there. And this is my talking randomness family.
What's good with you?
Y'all know that pretty lady right there. That's the one that keep all these guys straight. She said, I try my best. And for those of you that got the revised copy of my book.
I had a revised copy of your book.
Oh gosh, y'all know that I mentioned my family here at the barbershop.
I'm trying not to give your book away, but I got so many questions I want to ask you about the book. But I'm trying.
I know you have a lot of questions about the book.
Ask y'all mine.
But first,
I want to know why your friend wasn't with you the first time she tell you.
Oh, she was down here just a few weeks ago.
I want to know why she introduced you to the light, but don't go with you. Like what happened? I didn't even know that story.
I know we got something. See, this is this is why you gonna get that in the movie.
I will.
You're gonna get that in the movie.
I didn't even know why she
Give
introduced.
away the whole thing. You got No.
I got questions. I came with a book to ask you questions.
I know you got lots of
I got questions.
You got questions? I do too, actually. You have questions too? Oh.
It's behind the scenes.
It's behind the scenes.
After the play.
Okay, well we're gonna have to have us a book club moment.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Y'all talking about the book. Y'all had some questions, too.
Welcome back to Shop Talking Randomish with your boys King Insane and the lovely Starlight. I am Will Sane.
It's your boy Rick Kang in the building.
And the lovely Starlight is not able to get on the microphone because we had guests in the house, but she's in the house. Hold on, say hello.
Hello, people. How are you?
And we're back with Miss Juba Threet, our family member. And the cast,
Three to Alexander.
Three Alexander, I do apologize. And her cast members for the stage, the one act stage play, the Ping Tackle Box.
Boy, it's beautiful up in there. Fellas is beautiful up in there. God. Smells so lovely up in there.
It smells wonderful.
Yes, it does, boy.
that.
But see, the thing is, there's a lovely young lady that is bringing all this beauty and Miss Kim Harden is in the building. She's
Yes.
a stylist,
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
She's a
Yes,
stylist.
absolutely.
She get them purdy.
Yeah, wardrobe consultant, actually, helping everything come together. Juva's vision comes together in writing, but half of that, you are not going to read the play while you're there. You have to get into it. So, go ahead. Stay with it.
With that being said, so how did you go about coming up with the costumes for the show?
So, what happened was, I actually there's a character breakdown. And so, to be honest with you, I want to see it like you all see it as well. So I got just enough, just a little, I want to be intrigued by it as well. So I actually had to get into the character of what she was bringing to bring it to light. And that's how you do. I mean, you want to actually be there and feel it. And so that's what I did. I just kind of studied those characters and brought that to light.
So basically, you kind of sort of get inside of each character
Oh,
and
absolutely.
try to figure out their style.
Absolutely. So a part of that also was in speaking to the director. Tammy has a view on how it should go down.
That's
She's
damn
our
Tammy again.
Tammy the Bee is bringing the heat, and so of course, it's Juva's words that are in the book. She's bringing it to life by directing. But then, so then I had a conversation with Tammy to say, okay, Tammy, so you've already spoken to Juva. What are you trying to bring? And so from there, it's like, okay, so then we started bouncing things off of each other. Okay, so this is when it happens. This is where it happens. Have you thought about so-and-so? And, we're giving Tammy a hard time, but actually that's the job of a director. That's the job of a fire director.
Yes.
And so with that being said, Tammy does take directions as well. She's very, very, it's just helpful. And she's able to just, take what you're thinking, and she's a creative person as well. So her thoughts, her views, for her to be that great and to bring everybody together and have that connection, she's doing her job. So she is pliable.
So that means you're great too then, because you had to bring the vision of all of that to the stage.
Let me just tell you this. Just to be a part of this whole cast and the whole thought behind it, with Anthony R. Page doing what he's doing with these, let me just be real. It's Women's History Month, and if I could just be real frank and real honest, we see things on TV all the time where it's reality this, it's not really reality. It's contrived scripts and women throwing drinks. I'm from Atlanta. I'm born in Atlanta. I've gone away to school and come back to school, been places with other ethnicities outside. Nobody really acts like that. And so to be in Women's History Month, to be with sisters, not just sisters because, somebody told us to do that, then, and then the stories that they're telling, it's absolutely, I'm talking about phenomenal. So if you're missing this, and it's because you are doing something like watching TV or something, shame on you.
Yes.
Come out, support this movement.
Yes.
Come out, support Women's History Month. Come out and support each and every one of these ladies and the men behind the scenes, because there are some men too.
One other question.
Yeah.
Speaking of Women's History Month, and if I remember correctly, because I don't do no fact checking, I don't Google something like that. But
that's all right. Tammy will jump in and correct us.
I just make statements.
The costume director, I know I'm saying this wrong.
Don't worry about it.
For Black Panther won that Oscar. And that's a sister, a black woman. So how did that make you feel when she won that award?
So I'm going to answer that and take 30 seconds to go a little bit further than that. It made me feel absolutely awesome and amazing. I'm not one of those people that watches the whole, I don't like watching all that. But to see brown people show up the way they did, and it's not even the black people. To me, it was more so about watching the people in the audience. It's we say black girl magic, but it's like black king magic too at this point. Black people have really been doing things. Long before. We've had people that have just taken shine, from a music standpoint. They've always copied us. You go over to Japan and whatnot, people are always wanting to be, look, and see black until you are actually black. So to see that happen on TV, like, I mean, people that are they're just the skin tones, the melanin just glistening and shining and popping, and all this natural hair, and you know the humidity and how it looks. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've had a lot of rain in Atlanta. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Yes. So you know, a little Bantu knot, shaving hair there. Like, let's get into it. But if I could put a pause. One of the designers that one of the plays, and I know this is about the Pink Tackle Box, but this is going about the Blue Series. One of the plays that are going to be there is It's Finish the Dream, and she is a designer. That's the 60-year-old. That was the older portion of the group. She's actually doing a fashion show that is whimsical African. That's the theme of it. It's going to be in Detroit. But the gentleman who actually Baba G, who actually did the all of the jewelry, is going to lend, purchase, or whatever. So a part of that, Black Panther is a part of that that's going on. So when you say it keeps on giving, like, exactly. So it's there on the screen, it's here in Atlanta, it's going to Detroit, so it is Wakanda forever.
Quick question for all the actors and actresses in the building. With Tammy, being as great of an actor that she is, was it a little bit intimidating being in front of her, trying to, and as she pulled this out of you?
Don't everybody jump to the mic. Look at
her. I ain't scared of Tammy. Jump to the mic.
She's a bully. But we're okay. We're safe. It's people watching. But actually, we did know that Tammy was an actress, but we were introduced to her as a director. So from beginning to now, that's how she approached us. And that's where we respect her. We respect her craft, but she is truly a director. And she needs to own that and grow with it.
Wow. What you put your head down for?
I'm going to add to that. I don't think that it was intimidating per se, and I'll say why. With her being an actor and being a director, it was very inspiring, and it was very, like, never heard of. Because none of my directors have been actors. And a lot of times you hear about in the business, we're there to bring what the director is telling us to life. They're like, that's what you're here for, the actor, because we don't know what we want to look like. Put the story to it, make it do what it do. But Tammy is an actual actor, so it was like an actor talking to an actor. Like, she's directing from experience standpoint. Like, I know how you feel trying to get this roll out, or how you feel trying to get this line out. A lot of directors don't know that.
Yeah, because they don't have that.
They've never been on the other side. So that was so, like, just like phenomenal, like a phenom. It was just like, what's the word that they use? I can't even think of it right now. Yeah, it was just exhilarating. So no, it wasn't intimidating. Like, what? Like, we're all here to act and support each other. So it was really exhilarating. She kills it from an actor standpoint coming into being a director.
Now, who did the casting? Who did the casting? Was it Tammy? You did the casting? All right, Tammy, question. Now, I think this is the one thing we don't know. How did you? Now, we know y'all stalked her on IG. We know you stalked Kitty on IG. How did you come about the? You want to see the dances she was doing? How is it that? How did you come about casting these other members?
It was very hard. We had a lot of great people that came out to audition for the roles, and it basically it's a two-part and sometimes 3-4 moving parts. It's not just the talent; you got to have the look. Because there were a lot of people that look great that didn't give me what I needed, and then a lot of people that gave me what I needed, but didn't look what we were going for. You might look too young, you might look too old. And, when you have the.
Okay. You think that's why they didn't call you back the first time?
And so, you know, we don't want it to look like sugar babies, you know, when we cast them with big A and you know, the jewel roll and things of that sort. So, you know, just like when you're watching shows on TV and things of that sort, they look cohesive as a unit. They look like a family. It look like, oh yeah, they look like mom and daughter. They look like da-da-da. So you got to take all that to account when you're casting. You got to look at talent. You got to look how they look themselves. Because I mean, let's be real here. People are physical beings. That's just what it is. So sometimes you might not even like what you're watching, but if you like what you see, you'll watch it.
Yes.
So you're not a director?
Right there, yep. So you know, I had to make sure that I chose not only talented people but beautiful people, and then I had to pick people that I could also believe that I could work with. Because if you're not directable, then you got to go. Because, you know, I don't play favorites. We are a team. We're here for one another. It's not I say, you say, do say, all of that. It's let's build one another together because we're a team. This ain't just for me. It's for you, but it's for yourself because the exposure is there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And we're all here to win. It's not a competition, but it's competition. You follow what I'm saying?
This is how she talks to us in rehearsal.
So really.
So now she's directing me right now. That's what I'm saying right now. I know. I started with nodding my head like she's like, you understand? I'm like, yeah. This is my show. Hold on.
You gonna start crying in a minute.
She gonna be like, I need more. Like, you better stop talking to her.
I'm not doing great on my own show. I'm sorry, Tammy. I'll do better. Okay. You're always welcome.
That's right.
There you go.
Well, what happened, sugar? What happened? Oh, now look now, I ain't had my intro a day now. Don't do me like that.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I got a little bit of Ovaltine.
Ovaltine.
See, wait a minute. Go ahead.
The Christmas, exactly, the Christmas story.
At the barbershop. I'm about to take my teeth out.
You don't have to take your teeth out.
I'm finna take my teeth out.
You know I'll be sweet by the time you get back here by here.
Yeah, let me put my cane down and get the walker with the 4 wheels on it. I'm rolling to you. I'm rolling.
So when y'all went in audition, did they audition for the specific role that they're in now, or was it just like a read all, or how did they get chosen? Like they get chosen for their particular part.
Well, Anthony, Lord bless him, Jesus. He is so unorthodox with his auditions because when he said how we were doing the auditions, I said, what? Never in my life. Okay, I'ma just whatever you say.
Just go with him.
Right.
He's paying for everything, so just go with him.
Yeah, and he chose me, so I got to look like I'm on board with everything until I get behind another door. What's he talking about? Like Jesus, you know, you just lose all your professional. You about look. Hey, let me holler at you real quick, pimp. I don't even know nothing about this right here. I had to start patting my wig. Yeah, I would look for the bobby pin to scratch that itch because I said, baby, I can
look here, shoulder.
Oh yeah, it was a look here, little shoulder.
You look down.
Hey, I know you from the wet end over there right there, but I'm from over here down the street from the wet end. You feel me? Where we drop all the letters out the word. So it was just the way he the way he wanted to do it was different than what I've ever experienced for myself. So when they came to audition, they didn't know what they were auditioning for.
Okay.
They just knew that there were 6 plays, and well, I don't even know if they knew that there were 6. They knew that it was a multitude of plays and a multitude of roles.
Yeah.
They just didn't know what. You know what I mean? So when they did get their sides, which is what you get when you come to an audition to, you read it, they knew that they were auditioning for something. They just didn't know what. And see, all of the directors were at a table together. And some of the writers were able to be there as well. And so it was kind of like, oh, I like them. I like them too. How you like them? They can do more than one show. So it was kind of like, you ain't going to tell me who I can't have. So it was just kind of like that. But it was very, very fun. And I think for them, it might have been a little different as well to come in and audition and not know what you were auditioning for. So I think another thing that was great with that with Anthony, because then you can't portray what you don't know.
Exactly.
So when we give you that script, you got to kind of be like, all right, well, let me look. What the heck do they want from this? Like, they want me to be old, they want me to be young, but I think it also frees you as an actor because then it gets you out of that box. You can't sell me something if you don't know what you're selling. You know what I'm saying? So you get up there and you portray one thing, and you don't even know if that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So when we tell you to do it again, you keep doing it the same way. Okay, I need you to notice. If we say do it again, give me something
Give you
different.
something different,
Because
yeah.
you give me something different, I'm either going to move you to the left or the right, but you're going to get out the way. We're going to come on in with the next one. So, because, you know, the train is moving. You either going to jump on board.
Time is
go,
money.
Right, time is money.
Yeah,
Well, time is Anthony's money.
You
know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead and spend a little bit of money right there real quick. Spend a little bit, but I ain't going to spend it all. I ain't going to spend it all. Not in one place, you know. I just want to get it out.
Hey y'all, it's getting close to that time, and would y'all please, everybody one by one, go around and say.
Anthony, come back in the room, please, Mrs.
And we want to give away tickets.
Yes, we do want to give away tickets, but we also want to know what is up next for everybody, and what are y'all doing now? What's next?
Social platforms. We need to know where can people find you.
And so we can find y'all.
So I'll start. I'm Bria Potts. I was playing Princess in the Pink Tackle Box. You can find me on Instagram at Bria J Potts, BreaJPotts. I do have an upcoming play, actually the weekend after the Pink Tackle Box. It will be in Montgomery. We're starting touring this year. We'll be in Atlanta in November, so y'all just look out for that and follow me on Instagram as well.
Okay.
Blue flame. I could possibly do that.
I know, that's what I'm like.
What you say? I
know. We moving past. We moving past.
We all be good.
We moving past.
No dollars. It's been free.
You family though. You family. Miss Tiki.
Okay, so it's
being.
Tiki J, and I am on Instagram as Anointed Diva Tiki J.
What?
I am on Facebook as Takeda Tiki J Ficklin, because you know I have to put the counselor in there somewhere. Okay, and so currently I'm working on music. I'm trying to focus on my music. I have a couple of plays coming up. I just got asked to do a musical, so I have a lot of stuff coming up. So just keep your eyes on me on my Instagram and on my Facebook. You will not be disappointed.
Tiki J.
All right, everybody. So once again, my name is Layla P. I play the role of Kitty. You can find me on Instagram at I am Layla P. That's I am LAYLA P. Twitter, same thing. I am Layla P. Facebook, Layla P. For as upcoming, I have a possible maybe pilot series that I'll be filming over the summer with a student who graduated in 2017 from Clark. So that's one thing that's upcoming. And I am in grad school for school counseling, so I just been doing that. So yeah.
Congratulations to you.
And this is Carla. My social media is Carla M. Jordan. Facebook, Instagram is Carla Jordan 911. I have a series, a Netflix series that is coming out April the 1st called We Here Now, where I play the bougie aunt. And I have, I've been invited to compete as a full-figured model in Chicago, and North Carolina. And I was just recently, I made it to the top 5 of ATL's hottest full-figure. Absolutely. But just a lot of publishers, like publications that I'll be posing for. And our amazing stylist. She styled me, and we got a front cover of Atlanta Charm. Y'all got to go online and get a copy of that. But just a lot of shows coming up.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I am Kimberly Harden, KD Harden. It's 5,000 Kim. So, and my Instagram, all social, is Stylist KD Harden. Upcoming is just working with my everyday icons, is what I call everyone. Of course, I'm working with plays and film, editorial, and my mentor is a designer. And we have a couple of shows that are coming up. Like the summer is just packed. We just closed out Alabama Fashion Week, and that's it. You can find me there, KD Harden, Stylist.
We will.
And of course, I'm Juva Threed Alexander. You can find me under Juva Alexander on Instagram, Juva Threed Alexander on Facebook. I am going to be releasing a No Residue, my very first novel. So get ready to enjoy that. And I'm also getting ready to go into a international speaking contest. That's like on Tuesday night in the middle of everything. So the goal is to hit that international stage because, of course, I am an inspirational speaker. And I'm going to bring it.
And we will be there with you. Miss Director Tammy, what you got?
Yes, for me, you can find me on Facebook at Tammy Waller. That's TammyWaller. For my Instagram and my Twitter, it's I am Actress Tammy. I am Actress Tammy. I, of course, am directing this. I am also in a play, Lord Fight This Battle. That'll be in August. And then I'm also in another play in April 19th through the 21st at the Atrium. It's called From the Pulpit to the Pew.
All right. And Mr. Anthony.
All right. Anthony Page. It's Anthony R. Page on all social media. Facebook, Instagram, Google+. Some people still use that. Right? LinkedIn, YouTube, the whole bit. But I also want to give a little shout outs to some of the other playwrights. And this is the Pink Tackle Box team. We also have the Finished Dream. We got Memory Life. We got One Too Many. We got Abstract Unveiled. And we got Denial About Donna.
All right.
See you.
Yes.
All right.
Hey.
Give us the dates on the play again right quick, Mr. Juba.
That is
And
March
location.
the 14th through the 17th, Windmill Arts Center in East Point, Georgia. Get your tickets on Eventbrite. Search Blue Series.
All right. Thank y'all for coming into the shop. We enjoy having y'all. Hey,
Thank
look.
you.
You all come back. Come back anytime. Listen, when we say that, we don't just say that. We really mean it. As long as this door is open on 8:30, from 8:30 to 10 o'clock, please just feel free to walk in. We're welcome to have you. We're glad to have you. And we're about to wrap this show up. Rick.
Clean the clippers, sweep the floor. Miss Juby, you got the bathroom.
Oh.
She said, oh.
We out.
Hey.
Y'all been good.